I'm the host now. Okay. Admit all. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me? I don't know whether my wait. Okay. Start screen sharing and first I would like to give you the basic. I don't know. Admit all. I would like to give you the basic about demolition. Okay, this topic comes under like we are discussing about confined space and all. I hope you everyone is very well in a very, can answer the following question: hazards of confined space, control measures to be followed of confined space, what are the precautions to be followed, and what are the in what way the employee should be trained. Okay, what are the preventive measures to be followed, corrective actions to be done, what are the hazards. Okay, fine, all of you can answer that, I hope. Okay, fine. So today now we are asked one more. Now we are going to discuss about demolition. Like you'll have it in this 108 paper. Demolition means what is demolition, where it is used. I'm very sorry. So here we are talking about the topic called demolition. It's a construction means building up, and demolition is collapsing. Okay. So we have it. We have this concept in 108 paper. Okay. We have demolition concept in 108 paper where it's a construction safety. Okay. So our main objective is to know what is demolition first of all, and then what are the safety aspects in demolition. Okay, demolition is often, or demolition is a work activity which often happens in many cities, places, factories, work environments. Okay, usually why demolition happens, why we demolish the structures, buildings, why? Because
either for reconstruction or totally removing that building from the place.
Lifetime is completed, I think so, sir.
yes, their lifetime is completed. Usually if coming to our houses, it is made of cement and reinforced steel. So usually our the houses which is constructed with cement and all reinforced, the lifetime of our houses, buildings, apartments will be around 80 to 100, like 80 to 90 years. Normally they claim it as 80 years. Okay, after 80 years the strength of the materials get degraded. Okay, fine. So here what are the safety measures in demolition will be working, and after this I would like to I want you to show this the Word document for you to understand, and then later I'll show the real time demolition PPT, and I also will send that PPT to the madam. Ensure that everyone takes from them. Fine. So this is how what demolition work is going on here. They're using this scissor method. What they are using? This is the demolition work where they're using two pieces. It's like scissors, right?
Mechanical method, sir.
Mechanical methods. Yes, there are different types of mechanical method. Wrench ball method, jackhammer method, scissors. They'll use here. You can find scissors. Okay, and they'll use cutting method, they'll use pulling methods. Okay, I'll go into the deeper later. So our main objective is to, yes, tell me. Our main objective is to know what are the safety precautions to be followed, what are the hazards involved in it, and what are the control measures to be taken. Okay, in every activity, safety professionals should be knowing about the list of hazards involved in it. Okay, so here it goes. Dismantling, breaking, or destroying of any fixed building or structure, okay, or any of its parts comes under demolition. Okay, breaking, dismantling, breaking, or destroying any fixed building or any structure or any of its parts. Okay, it can be a part of it, it can be a whole, or it can be a just wait, let me tell. It can be a piece. Okay, it comes under demolition. Naturally, every building structure must be limited validity. We have discussed every building structure has limited lifetime validity. Okay, some buildings have see, there are archaeological, like ancient buildings or temples which has a very good sound structure where the demolition is not necessary. But nowadays, whatever you build, okay, it has a limited life capacity because of the environmental changes, because of the uh, wear and tear. Wear and tear in the sense, I mean, because of exposure to environment. Okay, I should not use the wear and tear word because it is used for shoes or something else. Missions. Fine. Building validity depends upon the ground properties, metal properties. See, here it is given: structural design, erection quality, weather conditions, and etc. So it depends upon what are the parameters the building efficiency depends. The building efficiency depends upon ground properties. That's a very good point. See, if it is near shore, so it's the shore. If it is near hill, if it is near terrain, it's a ground property. Material properties, in which, with what material it's got constructed: cement or wood, okay, stone, or different types of structural design, erection quality, how it got erected, okay, weather condition, and etc. One of the structure got down with the validity is not more considered safe to be occupied. Okay. He's saying if a, just wait, if a building is out of its validity, it is not safe. Any modification like to consider any model of structure, modify some of the buildings as new demolition. If you want to, if one of the sirs said, if you want to build a new one in place of it, it has to be demolished. Okay. Since demolition work is one of the high rated hazard operations, see, this is one of the relevant point, because what is the demolition work has high rated hazardous operation. There should be expert involvement of analysis and conditions very suitable for demolition of specific buildings. So by taking this point into consideration, I would like to ask you a question. See, what are the if it is confined space, oxygen deficiency is an hazard. It's primary hazard. State at least two primary hazards of demolition. Two primary hazards. Noise, right? Noise. What? Dust? Yes, yes. What? Accumulation of dust. Yes. Very good, sir. Very good. See, the noise, and the second one is dust accumulation. Okay. The environment may filled with dust. Okay. These are the major. Okay. Noise, or why noise? Noise is one of the major concerns during the demolition work. Okay, because there will be repeated noise, repeated kind of works going on. Okay, and also dust accumulation. Environment will be filled with dust, and there will be a coming to third. The major hazard is gas lines, gas pipes. If it is apartment, gas lines, gas pipes, or buried services, electricity, that all also comes under third level category of major hazards. Fine. Before commencing the demolishing work, a detailed survey and study should be made on the structure which is to be demolished. See, what is the what do you mean by detailed survey? Detailed survey means you have to know what is the structure of the building, where it is there, how to what about the gas lines, what about the electricity lines, whether they got disconnected or not, how it has to be demolished, what is the demolition method, what is the demolition method one has to follow. Okay, that has to be, detailed survey has to be done.
And sir,
This
as well as
includes,
sir, adjacent parts, sir, adjacent building
yes, yes,
structure.
yes, where,
is
where,
also-
where it is located. That's
Wow.
important. Like where it is located, as I stated, it determines the adjacent buildings, whether it is located in the shore level or in the city level, or it is away from the city, or whether there are adjacent. Everything comes under location. Fine. And this includes the way where the various parts of the building to be demolished. So in survey, whether the complete building has to be demolished or part of the building of demolished. And as one of our gentlemen said, the surrounding structures, here it is, will affect the safety of the surrounding structures, how it will be affected, if it is what is the method to be followed. Okay, depending on the safety of the structure, the method should be followed. Okay, fine. Location of the building. Murli Mohan, I request you to mute the video. Fine. So point to be included during the planning. So this can be a question to be asked before commencing the demolition. What are the safety precautions, or what are the what in what plans you have to take? What is the safety precautions to be taken, or what are the factors, and what you have to consider? He can ask you in different ways. So first one, what is that? What is the first one? Location of the building to be demolished. In the location, you will see where it is. Okay, what are the adjacent structures? You have to write it as adjacent structures. Okay, and in what way it is built up. Okay, what is the shape? In what is the material it got constructed? Okay, it has to be considered. Time duration required for the completion of demolition operation. Why time duration is considered? To make sure the work is not getting interpreted to the society. We have to mention a legal law notice that the so and so building is being demolished and certain, and we are committed to demolish in so and so time, and please bear with the noise levels. Okay, it has to be a notice. In well advanced countries like America, and also in parts of Dubai, they give these notices for the adjacent buildings till where the noise levels reaches. Fine. Types of building structures. Not only noise levels, they are also concerned about environmental dust accumulations, dust the environmental factors, and also lot of dust accumulates and spreads into the air where they control it by using wet method or sprinkling methods. Okay, that comes under control measures. Types of building structure, ground properties, adjacent buildings in its strength. Okay, types of building structures also to be considered, because building structure, see, why there is called building structure is coming into picture, because some buildings are, when you're dealing with the building structure, the people concentrate on the foundation, how the pillars are being made, in what way the pillars are made, how many pillars are there. Okay, what are the root pillars, where is the how the load got distributed, what way the pillaring is being done, all take into consideration because of when they take into the structure consideration, they can plan the demolition technique. Okay, depending on that. And what is the thickness of the concrete slab? Okay, fine. Why thickness of the concrete slab? Whether it can sustain the any equipment or procliners above the roof. Fine. Adjacent buildings and its strength. Procedure adjacent buildings means why we have to because the vibrations, because of the vibrations, the adjacent buildings can get collapsed. That also should be considered. If there is no more adjacent buildings, they'll avoid continuous mechanical techniques. They prefer this rope cutting techniques. See, they'll prefer other techniques which they will have less vibrations. Okay, procedure sequence of demolition operations. We have to then so how the procedure should be followed. Whether it has to be started from the ground level, from the sideways, from the top ways. Sequence of the demolition should be. The sequence of the demolition should be planned. So procedure and the sequence of demolition operations are also to be considered because the sequence is very important. Okay, the sequence of the demolition is based on the location of the building, type of the building, structure of the building. Okay, so sequence is very important. Whether they have to collapse all the pillars at a time, whether they have to collapse the adjacent pillar at a time, in what way, what is the sequence to be, whether they have to collapse by using detonates or dynamites or electrical means, anything. Fine. What is the next point? Equipment requires for demolition. This also taken into consideration. Okay. So why all these points we are telling? Because these points are to be considered. These are the factors to be considered for a safe demolition, right? You cannot opt only one system, one way of demolition for every structure. These are the factors on which the demolition process is based. Okay, these are the factors where what are the safe factors. If you ask, you will write all this. Equipment requires. See what kind of equipment we need, what kind of how it is required. We have to plan. Okay. Methods of handling hazardous materials, if any. So what do you mean by hazardous materials? If we are using detonates, dynamites, okay, or electrodes, okay, explosives. Okay, so you have to have a clear method or plan to implement or to evaluate that blasting techniques, blasting process. Fine. If you are handling hazardous, method of handling hazardous final debris. Not only that hazardous handling materials, you can also take that explosives and also hazardous materials, if anything there inside the demolition building. Usually that before demolition, all the hazardous materials are being taken out. If it is gas lines, they'll remove the gas lines. They will ensure all the public utilities, water lines, gas lines, electricity lines are completely shut, and all the clearances are being taken from the concerned authorities. Just hold on for a second. Just 1 minute. ఇది జాక్ ఏది మైండ్ జాక్ ఇది దీని జాక్ ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళిపోయిందా చూసు పట్టుకో okay, I'm running out of my charge. I don't know where is my just a minute, sorry for interruption. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Fine. So you saw these, right? These are the points one has to remember during the demolition. These are the core points. Okay. See, I have made only a simple document. So if I based on this, we'll go into the slide. Okay. Fine. Okay. Okay. So what are the hazards? Hazards are fall from height through openings and fragile materials. Okay. Noise, primary hazard. We can write it as noise. Sorry. Primary hazard. Just we can classify it as, otherwise you can, and dust flying debris is also a primary hazard. Okay. You can take it down as a primary hazard.
Office ceiling dismantling is also a hazard.
Yes, yes. Office ceiling dismantling. Fine. Okay. And see, fall from height is an hazard. Okay. Uncontrolled, see, office ceiling dismantling is an activity. Okay. So what is the hazard in it? You have to understand in that way. Okay. Demolition is an activity. In that activity, what are the hazards? Okay. Fine. So if any dismantling is there, what is the hazard? Fall from height is an hazard. See here, you can, whether in this complete thing, is there any activity, demolition or anything, crane activity? We are not seeing any activity in here. We are seeing the hazards. Okay. So understand in that way. Fine. Falling from height through openings in fragile materials. When it happens, falling from height, when the demolition is being planned by manual manner. Okay. Uncontrolled premature collapse means uncontrolled. See, if I'm sorry, if some kind of, just wait. Okay. If some kind of adjacent structures are there, they are supported by other structures. If that one structure falls on the other support, it will collapse on you. That's an uncontrolled and premature collapse. Premature collapse means you are, if a person is hitting one column, pillar, okay, he has not demolished, or he is not like he's not hitting it for long time, or he has not removed the significant amount of stone from it. Okay, it will collapse. That is called premature collapse. The premature collapse is nothing but the collapsing of a pillar or a structure before the significant removal of material from it. Okay, it's a premature collapse. So noise is, because of noise, there are a lot of disturbance, and the people who are working here suffer with noise hearing loss. Okay, normally we'll take it as noise induced hearing
noise
loss.
Along with vibrations.
Yes, noise along with vibration is also vibration as noise along with vibrations, and vibration is considered to be a separate hazard. Okay, dust and flying debris, primary hazards. Vibration from tools and vehicles. Okay, live services, gas, electrical and water, fire, and unguarded machinery. These are the primary hazards one have to remember during demolition. Consequences.
Flying objects.
Flying objects, foreign objects. See, for falling, broken bones, injuries.
Sir, we can mention asbestos as an.
Yes, asbestos comes under dust and flying debris. Okay. Asbestos is a particles which comes under flying debris. Okay. Usually asbestos is something which they have like very less particular matter, and with 2.5 microns, and when they go into the lungs, they create this asbestosis. Asbestosis causes lung cancers also. Fine. So control measures. What are the few it should be connected? How it has to be connected? The risk assessment has to be done, right? We have to do training. Proper training should be done by telling all the by mentioning all the hazards in the workplace to all the employees, how to make sure how to protect themselves, what are the control measures, what we have, they have to take and what they have to follow. Okay, already risk assessments is a very big thing. Like we have to do a clear analysis of hazard analysis. What are the consequences? Risk assessment, risk analysis. See, risk assessment is different from risk analysis. Risk analysis is calculating the risk. Risk assessment is documenting the risk. Risk assessment is quantitative analysis, and risk analysis is qualitative analysis. Okay, risk analysis is a part of risk assessment. Okay, don't get confused. Fine. So restricted areas to be mentioned, supervision should be taken. Advanced technology in demolition is very limited, but it can be used effective wherever applicable. Advanced technology we have to upgrade. If we have anything, housekeeping should be maintained. Housekeeping means if some part of the demolition has been completed, we have to clear that area. Lighting and ventilation should be done when it is happening in the night time. Personal protective equipment, emergency equipment. Okay, emergency. What do you mean by emergency equipment? Extinguishers, price rolls. Okay, what do you mean by personal protective equipment? Okay, only 10 minutes remaining. I'll be sending you this PPT. I'll be showing you the slide. Just demolition structures. I'll be also sending. This is the demolition slide. See, this is why the demolition is danger. Everything will be here. Okay, I would like to show you one. Wait. This is what demolition works. This how demolition works be like. Okay, and interior demolition work. Okay, see, this is the demolition. Here we can see the procliner is on the surface. Okay, a top to bottom demolition. This is types of demolition. Okay, 10 minutes. I'll just show you methods of. See, these are the methods. See, these are, you can see 1 to 7 methods, right? Demolition by human operatives, demolition by collapse method. Human and say collapse methods. Like we will see demolition by applying pulling and pushing forces, wrecking ball. Okay, power plant or demolition mission, socket method, impulsion. I to quick. Let's show you the pictures so that you can understand. See, this is how the man is demolishing the building. This demolition method also involves process, which part should be demolished, how to demolish. Okay, this is manual demolition. This is how, but it's a very risky thing. It takes time consuming. Okay, collapse method, pushing or pulling. See, this is the method which they use pulling method. This is the exterior walls is tied to the additional safety, and wall is being pulled. This kind of pulling method. Use of wrecking ball. See, this is one of the mechanical means of demolition. Wrecking ball means a huge ball which will be moving on one side, and then it will demolish the buildings. It is used only when there is no adjacent structures. Power plant or demolitions. This is power plant demolition. See, they shifted the equipment top, and they will demolishing accordingly from top to bottom. Top, actually normally top to bottom demolition is only preferable because there is an adjacent buildings here, right? See, this is where they use
heavy machinery. Sir, in the heavy machinery anta height ki ela తీసుకెళ్తారు సార్?
ఎలా తీసుకెళ్తారంటే ఈ క్రైన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, అది కూడా నేను పిక్స్ చూపిస్తాను. మనం మన ఈ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ క్రైన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ క్రైన్స్, స్టేషనరీ క్రైన్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, ఫిక్స్డ్ క్రైన్స్ సాయంతో తీసుకెళ్తారు. ఇదిగో ఇక్కడ చూసారు కదా, లిఫ్టింగ్ మెకానికల్ టాప్ ఆఫ్ ద బిల్డింగ్. See, you can see that here. It's a graphical representation. This is how the machinery is been lifted on top of the building. There are cranes beyond our imagined capacity. Okay, see, this is how the from one level to another level. one level to another level, the crane is moved. This is how it is moved from one level to another. This is the chambers. They are different kinds of hazards involved in every stage. Okay. Pushing. In this way they use pushing methodologies here. Pusher. See, mechanical by pusher, arm pushing in. This is the pulling wire rope. This is wire rope. I'll show you wire rope how it is. Socket method. This is one of the socket methods. This is how, if you can see in the granite industries, in this way they'll cut the granite pieces. This is the same way the socket for demolition. When there is a socket, see, each and everything has its own hazard. Socket missions, they'll have entanglement as an hazard. If it is machinery, they'll have vibration and noise and a hazard. Okay, fine. So diamond cuts, stitching drilling. Stitching drilling means, see, they will divide the slabs into different kinds of pieces. Actually, why it is called as diamond core means the bottom of the bit has a diamond, small kind of diamonds which will cut and penetrate to the surfaces. Where after doing partitioning, they'll use other methods to demolition the area. This is disc saw, using disc saw. This is the advanced mission. See, diamond cut outputs. This is the output of diamond cut. See, here you can see one thing. They have partitioned into diamond cuts, and then they'll remove that area. When there is a huge kind of rock or very hard rock, they'll use that. Usually boring methodologies also use this kind of diamond cut methods. Using explosives. Explosives also a very oftenly I'm sorry, just explosives. I didn't see the slide. I don't know where is the slide. Fine. See, here I can show you the last by impulsion, explosives. So by using explosives, I can show. Just a minute. Explosives, while we are doing while we are demolishing using explosives. Yes, I got it. I'm sharing that. See.
So while exploding the buildings, we can keep the explosives in the some of the distance, no, sir?
Actually, see, I'll show you one thing. See, actually, I just don't want to hurry. Just wait for a second. Before explosive survey, please wait for a second. Just a minute.
Excuse me, sir. PDF forward cheyagaldra?
Definitely.
Okay.
Surveying removal of hazardous materials and plants. See, here the drawings are common things. Plan చేస్తారు. Plan చేసిన తర్వాత emergency exits కూడా పెడతారు. దాని తర్వాత see, demolition ఈ 3 types. ఇది explosives లో మనం వచ్చి మాట్లాడుతున్నాం. So these kind of explosives they'll use. So it can be like less expensive. Why is the advantage of explosives? Less expensive, no ground vibrations. Okay, quickest method, suitable for metal storage. Okay, this is how the explosive. And enduku cheptunante, you have to have a little knowledge how the demolition is. So first blast, second blast. What is the safety point of view in explosives? One has to clear the area. కొన్ని కామన్ పాయింట్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఏంటి కామన్ పాయింట్స్? వన్ హ్యాస్ టు టేక్ ఆఫ్ ద స్ట్రక్చర్స్, బరీడ్ సర్వీసెస్ అనేవి క్లియర్ చూసుకోవాలి, ఎసెన్షియల్ సర్వీసెస్ క్లియరెన్స్ ఇచ్చుకోవాలి, అదర్ బిల్డింగ్స్ లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళని ఖాళీ చేయించాలి, డస్ట్ ఎక్స్ప్లోజివ్స్ ని చేయడం ఒకేసారి డస్ట్ అరైజ్ అవుతుంది కాబట్టి యూ హ్యావ్ టు మేక్ షూర్ ద ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ ఏరియా విల్ బి which kilometers the area should be cleared అవన్నీ చూసుకోవాలన్నమాట. While placing the explosives, one has to carefully monitoring the fuses, electrical equipment, electrical shocks, electrical safety. Okay, the positioning of the hazards of column should be completely planned. Okay, ఒక సైడే పడాలనుకోండి, అట్ సైడ్ పడకూడదు బిల్డింగ్. So that should be planned. This is how the demolition with hazardous happens. Okay, concrete columns, steel columns, okay, using the blast slabs. This is how hazardous explosive things will, explosive demolition will happen. Okay, I feel that you have got an idea. Okay, there is only 1 minute. I'll sending you the Word document and these 2 PPTs to the madam, and make sure that the
Sir,
you
నా
follow.
doubt.
Please tell me. Tell me.
సార్
You have 1 minute,
హెవీ
30 seconds.
మిషనరీ
Tell me.
ఒక మల్టీ స్టోరీడ్ బిల్డింగ్ పైన లిఫ్ట్ చేసి ఇలాగ డెమాలిష్ చేసినప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఒక్కొక్క లేయర్ గా బ్రేక్ చేసినా గానీ వాళ్ళ కింద ఉన్న సర్ఫేస్ కొలాప్స్ అవ్వదని గ్యారంటీ ఉండదు.
ఒకవేళ అలా ఎందుకు అలాంటి అంటారంటే ఒకవేళ అంటే గ్యారంటీ లేదు. అందుకే దే విల్ ఫైండ్ ద మనం స్ట్రక్చరల్ ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ చేసినప్పుడు థిక్నెస్ ఆఫ్ ద స్లాబ్ అనేది చూస్తామని చెప్పాను. సెకండ్ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే ఆ విధంగా మీరు ఒకే స్లైడ్, అందుకే వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారంటే దే విల్ బి క్యాలిక్యులేటింగ్ హౌ మచ్ ఏరియా దే షుడ్ కొలాప్స్ అట్ ఏ టైమ్. దే కెనాట్ కొలాప్స్ లార్జ్ ఏరియా అట్ ఏ టైమ్. సో పీసెస్ బై పీసెస్ దే విల్ ఫాలో దాట్. ఓకే అండి. So that is why the complete slab will not collapse on the other slab, and it will be very much fine. In some areas, to prevent the collapse of materials from top, in the lower floor they'll keep some slopes, metal slopes. పీసెస్ అన్ని డైరెక్ట్ గా వచ్చి పడకుండా ఆ స్లోప్ మీద పడి ఆ యొక్క ఫోర్స్ తగ్గిపోయి మళ్ళీ స్లోప్ కిందకి వస్తాయి. అవి అక్కడి నుంచి క్లీన్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. So in that way they follow. Normal ga equipment pike ekkistam anedi rare ga vaartarandi. It's a very complicated thing. Nowadays that's not preferable. Avi vaartaru when there is no options. Fine.
Okay sir.
Fine.
2021 batch exams ఎప్పుడు ఉంటాయి సార్?